Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good day today. You know, it was a good day for me. Um, Back with what I wore today. What did I wear today? Well, as you see from my video previous, it was kind of a classic shaving day and stuff like that. So I went with a classic eau de cologne I used as an aftershave. That's Brut. Straight up old Brut. I don't know if I've reviewed this before. I know I've mentioned it many, many times. Uh, but I love Brut. Always have, always will. And not just because of nostalgia reasons. That has something to do with it, of course. But I mean, I love the smell. If this was released today, I'd love it today. Like, it would be something I'd pick up. I mean, from, maybe any designer that released it, I'd buy it because I love the fougères. And this is definitely that. Not just a fougere, though. It is a barbershop, of course, especially around here, but we'll get into it anyway. Classic, like I said, though, a classic aromatic spicy fougere. Um, so how did I apply it? Well, it is a splash, so I put a bunch on, put it on, then a little moisturizer and whatever's left in my hand, I put my moisturizer on. Uh, Put my shirt on, put a little bit in my hand, rubbed it off on my shirt, my arms, and yeah, just, it's one of those ones I don't mind it being in a splash. So, like I said, there's certain fragrances I prefer in a splash, simply for the nostalgia reasons, I guess, and this is one of them. Although I'd be fine with a spray too. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. That's how I put it on. What did I get with it? I'm hit with a blast of citrus with a bit of a minty geranium at first, right away. Followed pretty quickly by like a licorice spice, almost a dark licorice spice. It's pretty prominent, the licorice spice in it. It's pretty much the main player for quite a while. Uh, then some sweet, soapy, powdery, clean lavender, and a green, spicy like basil comes out in the mid, and that mixes with that licorice spice and the remnants of the citrus that is there. Very nice. And that's when it's a true barbershop. It's clean, it's fresh, it's powdery, it smells like a shaving soap, uh, a spicy shaving soap. Like I said, a licorice spice and geranium kind of shaving, but just gorgeous, just absolutely gorgeous. And then when it gets to the base, it's uh, a woody green oak moss, vetiver, and patchouli combo kind of comes up, and it's gorgeous. And it's gorgeous. Now, I'm not going deep into the smell of this one. Most people know what Brut smells like. At least people my age and older, around my age and older, they know what Brut. You guys know what Brut smells like. It's classic, quintessential barbershop fragrance, at least here in North America. I know in other countries the barbershop fragrance is different, but here in North America, it is that quintessential barbershop fragrance. Uh, it's a slightly sweet, citrus, clean, soapy, green, woody, spicy fragrance. I mean, fougere, that's what it is. Again, classic. Um, so that's the fragrance. That's pretty much like I did this right now, but I want to talk a little bit about it. Um, the nice thing about it is, I don't want to say it's unique, but people nowadays, not just younger people, especially younger people, but people even, like I said, my age and stuff, we have seemed to have gotten away from Brut. I noticed a lot of people, like, anywhere you go, you're wearing Old Spice. Almost everybody knows you're wearing Old Spice, even some of the younger people. Uh, Same with English leather, roasted. But for some reason, Brut, I think it had its heyday, and it kind of went away for a while, especially the last, I want to say 15 years, maybe even 20 years since 2000. Nobody's really worn Brut, talked about Brut. It kind of got shuffled into the background, and it seems to be having a bit of a renaissance right now. Just a slight one. A lot of people who like fougères, young and old, are discovering or rediscovering this and realizing that it's really good. It's not the garbage fragrance that jokes in the 90s made it out to be, you know what I mean? And idiots like me in the 90s when we were kids made it out to be because our dads wore it or this wore it, grandfathers wore it. It's really good. It's a nice fougere. It's fresh. It's clean. It's spicy. It's you know it, it's on par with pretty much any fougere you can mention. Not quite as good as things like Tom Ford Bois de Shore, Azaro Pour Homme, things like that. But it's not far below them. That's the thing. In sense of the smell, I mean, in the quality of the ingredients, we won't get into that, but it's not far below them ones. Honestly, it's quite nice, and yeah, I think it's just going to get a little more popular and popular. Like I said, it's I don't think it's going to become the go-to fragrance. No, I'm not ridiculous, but I think a lot of people, like I said, who have forgotten about it or never discovered it before, are just starting to. And a couple people put a video out here and there, bigger than me, of course, and it's picking up just a little bit of a renaissance. I don't want to say, like I said, it's not going to be the next big thing, Brut. No, but fougere lovers, old school lovers, young and old, young at heart, whatever. We all end up going back to this. It is, next to maybe even a Zaro Pour Homme, the classic barbershop, what we consider a barbershop fragrance. Just great. It has some similarities to Pour Homme too, especially that licorice spice. Yeah. So, compliments. I got a compliment too. I went down to Shoppers today because I had to get some coffee and milk and stuff like that, and I use that because I get points. And I picked up another bottle of a backup bottle of Vetiver because they finally had it in. Soli Notes is my favorite Soli Notes. I love this stuff. Minty green, somewhat sweet with some like cocoa or something in there. Gorgeous scent, gorgeous scent. And cut a couple of samples. Narciso Rodriguez for him, Vetiver Musk, and Acqua di Gio Profondo. I'll wear them eventually. But I'm standing there, and the girl, one of the girls that rings me in, she's like, "Oh, what are you wearing today, Wayne? That's nice. I like that." And I'm like, "It's Brut." She said, "No way." I said, "Yeah, it's Brut. It's straight up Brut. There's nothing." And she says, "That's crazy." I said, "Yeah." I said, and she's about my age. She'd be about 40. And we got talking, and we kind of talked about that. She goes, "I forgot all about that." I said, "I know a lot of people did that, like, from our generation." She goes, "That doesn't smell anything like I thought it did." I said, "No, it doesn't." Because we thought, like I said, if you weren't into colognes, Brut was just your dad's fragrance, an old man fragrance, but it's really not. Yeah, if you're into fougères, or if you've forgotten about it, whatever, you're young, never smelled it, give it a try if you've never smelled it before. Especially if you're young and you like a bit of an old school vibe. This will definitely get with keeping a freshness that you can still wear today. And if you're old like me and forgot about it, revisit it. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised how much you like it, despite your bias towards it because of being your dad or your granddad's fragrance, right? It's surprisingly a lot better. Performance, this is an eau de cologne. You can get the eau de toilette, you can get the aftershave. This is right in the middle of the performance of both of them. About 5 hours. About an hour and a half. Decent projection, about an arm's length out there. It comes in pretty quick. Gives you about a 2.5, 3 hour bubble. And then an hour or so of a light skin scent and it's gone. I had to reapply it today, but that's okay. It was like $9. And I'm actually halfway through the bottle pretty much. About 3/4 or about a quarter through the bottle. I got to buy a new one here soon. I'm going to get one of the glass ones, the spray ones, because I haven't had one of them yet, and I want to. So anyway, guys, yeah, that's it. Brut. Let me know what you think of Brut. Do you remember it? Do you think you're going to like it if you forgot about it and try it again? Are you going to try it again? If you're new, never had it before, you're going to try it. I'd love to hear from you. What your thoughts on it? Maybe I'm just crazy and it stinks, but I got a compliment on it, and we both talked about how people forgot how good it smelled. So, all right, guys, peace, love, be good to each other, and be good to yourself.